The Beach FM Business Lunch Show, brought to you by PlaceMakers Kapiti and Horowhenua. Together we're building New Zealand.
Welcome back to Business Lunch on Beach FM 106.3 with Damian, and let's talk electrical now, and let's welcome into the show the Managing Director from Brien Electrical. It is Mark Brosnahan. G'day, Mark.
G'day, Damian. How you going?
I'm very well. How are you doing at this time?
Oh, good. We're getting through, mate. We've been fairly consistently, lots of little jobs coming in, trying to keep all our customers happy and plenty of new customers as well, because a lot of people aren't delivering the service. So, yeah, we've been keeping ourselves busy, that's for sure.
Oh, you definitely hear the stories of people not being looked after, so it's good to hear that you guys are getting that clientele. Hey, mate, I want to just know a bit of the story. You've been well established in the Kapiti Coast for over 50 years, but the ownership commenced in 1989. You would have seen this region change over that time, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. So, my wife and I have had ownership now for over 30 years, so we've seen a lot of changes. We've seen a lot of development in the area. But it's nice to still have your feet on the ground and you actually understand, how the place is growing, the infrastructure behind it, and all those business contacts that you've had over the years, they still just keep going, so the work just keeps coming in. And really, Damien, it's all just about looking after people, making sure you deliver the service on time and do it right, and they just keep coming back, which is great. And like I say, the whole region is, the whole Kapiti Coast region is just growing immensely. It's really good to see.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because my next question is, what sort of principles have you lived by over those 30 plus years?
Oh, mate, it's all pretty basic. It's just, be honest and be reliable. Be truthful to yourself and to your customers, and look after everyone, like they were your brother or your friend. And that's what we do. We try to look after our customers as best we can. We're not let them down. We're not here to overcharge. We've been in business a long time. You're not going to get anywhere by charging much. It's just really about providing the service. That's what the customers want. They just want service, so we just give them the best service they can at a good rate, and just keep doing it and keep looking after them. When people ring up, respond with a phone call straight away. Don't leave it for 3 days. That's what it's all about. People just want communication, good, clear communication.
Absolutely, and be there on the time that you said you're going to be there, I'm sure. Hey, mate, how much staff? What's the workforce out there?
I've got about 30 staff at the moment, running 30, and that's between our branch in Wellington and out here. So we need a lot of work to keep the place busy, but at the end of the day, for the last 30 years since I've owned it, we've just slowly gone up, and we're sort of, if you keep delivering the service, people keep coming back and people hear about you and they refer you, so you get more work and you get more work. So the workforce tends to normally go up more than down. It just slowly creeps up, and that's okay. I don't mind as long as the customers want us, then I'm more than happy to employ more staff and take it on. And then you find yourself getting into other services as well. All of a sudden we're very busy with our heat pump division. Whereas 15 years ago, we weren't even installing heat pumps, but now we employ refrigeration engineers, and it just so you need to employ people with those skills. So you can employ the right skill sets to deliver the perfect service.
Absolutely. I was going to mention the old heat pump and air conditioning, because that is a service that you do provide. Now's about the good time of the year to get those cleaned out as well, isn't it?
Well, people overlook it. They service the car and get all on a fitness, but they don't worry about the old heat pump on the wall. It just always seems to work, but they do not become as efficient. They need to be serviced to be efficient. So they need to be serviced every 12 months. Get that servicing done. We try to encourage people to service them in the off-peak, which is summer, because Kiwis are sort of more prone to opening the windows more than in turning the heat pump on. So we're not as busy in summer, so we try to service as many as we can in summer. But hey, we end up servicing them all through winter as well. But yeah, they've got to be serviced, and now it's quite a big part of our business is installing, and that's whether it's a ducted heat pump or just a little high wall or things like that. And we're installing a lot of them. It's a very busy part of our business at the moment.
Awesome. Hey, mate, I know there's been a lot of changes in trade legislation in regards to health and safety, what you can and can't do with DIY. Some of my Sparky mates have always got the best stories of they've turned up to a house to fix something that someone has MacGyvered. Do you have any of those stories?
Oh, look, mate, I've got a few of those stories. People just love to think that they can do it, and they think because it works, when they plug something in, it works, they think it's safe. But, this is the problem, is that you can't see the electricity, and they're not safe. Cables can be reversed, and they can still operate, people, they'll get an extension cord and, cut the plug off it and drill a hole through the wall and poke it through there and lead it round, and it's just extremely dangerous. They don't realise what they're dealing with and how dangerous it can be, But yeah, plenty of stories and plenty of things we see, which definitely should not be done. That's for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, mate, you mentioned the heat pump. What other things do we overlook that just are common in our house that we just think, oh, it's there, it works, it's all good, but maybe something we should look at more?
Look, it's even just the little things like your smoke alarms. We every house should have a smoke alarm. A lot of people still are not in the mindset that they have to have them. They've got an old house, which wasn't mandatory to install them, but now with the building regulations you have to. But people still should be having these, and then they do put one in and they go, right, that's done, and then forget about it. But really, same thing. Every 12 months, you've got to service these things, put new batteries in them. Little things like that. You've just got to keep an eye on and make sure. It's all about safety and keeping your household safe and your family safe. So you might as well do it. You don't want to be wasting money heating your home when it's not blowing out enough heat. And same as you don't want to have a small fire and find out that your battery in your smoke alarm was flat. It's all part of being sensible and doing things correct.
Absolutely, mate. Well, let's get to COVID now. We're second day of level 3. How's it treating you so far?
Well, it hasn't been an easy ride. The whole business shut down for 4 weeks and just the essential uses only. A lot of our business is in construction. We do a lot of large projects within the region and also out of the region. So probably 80% of my staff have not been doing anything really. And maybe even 20, maybe even less than 20 have just been doing the small call-outs. And that's anything from hot waters to ovens to, lighting faults to switchboards, blow-ups and noises and things like that. It'll all come, as the finances go forward, is when it's all going to come to a head and see how it all works out. But, once again, you've got to be responsible in business and do all your facts and figures and stats and work out your spreadsheets and your cost centres and make sure it's all going to work out, and we're in a good position. Like you said earlier, we've been in business a long time. We know what we're doing. We'll be fine. Now we're back into level 3, or down to level 3. Everyone is back at work. I've got the whole team back at work. All of us were at work yesterday. Extremely busy day yesterday. Like a lot of work came in yesterday, more than an average. Sort of classified yesterday as a Monday. And Monday's normally our busiest day when most jobs came in, and we probably took in another 50% above our normal Monday workload.
Wow.
So that means a lot of people have been sitting on their hands during the lockdown, which is fair enough. They don't want people around. So now it's all going. Hopefully it'll stay like that. Long term, I'm just not sure about long term. Some of the bigger projects, a lot of people will be apprehensive about the economy going forward and will stop doing developments until they're more comfortable about what the economy looks like. So time will tell with that type of thing. But once again, hey, we're a little business here on the Kapiti Coast in Wellington, and we know our customers and we service them well. So we'll be in a good position to keep trading and keep going forward and doing our job as best we can, like we always do. Be all good.
Outstanding, Mark. Well, thank you so much for your time. Lastly, mate, where can people find you?
Well, we are in Ahaka Street, 15 Ahaka Street in Brien, and 67 Kaiwhawhara Road in Wellington. We've got staff spread all around the area, so it's very easy to get to any area. We do work in Upper Hutt, Lower Hutt, live in. So you can find us in our office. We're here 5 days a week from 7 o'clock till about 5:30 every day. The office is shut at the moment because we're not allowed, face-to-face contact. But as soon as we get down to level 2, it'll be business as usual. And always on our website at brienelectrical.co.nz.
Fantastic, Mark. Mark Brosnahan, the Managing Director of Brien Electrical. Thank you for your time today, my friend. Go well.
Thanks very much, Damian. Cheers.